It's the darkest part of the search for the promised land. And it looks like a scene from the movies. A candlelit room, a secret ceremony, an initiation into a crime group so deadly that even today some people still hesitate to use its name. Mafia. For 8 decades, scenes like this really happened. Maybe they still do.
You just can't join the Mafia. You have to be tested and proved by committing crimes, by doing what they consider good deeds. And once you are inducted, which is actually a bloodletting situation where your finger is pricked and you voice an oath called omerta, of silence and of obedience, and you burn a picture of a saint, and are told if you ever violate this, you will burn in hell just the way that picture burned.
The Mafia was a secret cult. It lived by rituals and codes. To speak of them could mean death.
The committee will come to order.
In 1963, one Mafia lieutenant did break the code of silence. In a Senate committee hearing, Joe Valachi mentioned for the first time a word that was to echo around the world: Godfather.
He is my, what you call, Godfather. Then he picks your finger.
Who?
The Godfather.
He picks your finger.
He picks your finger with a needle. Makes a little blood come out. In other words, that's to express the blood relation. Supposed to be like brothers.
That's the letting of blood.
That's right. That you live by the gun and by the knife, and you die by the gun and by the knife. That's what I'm telling you now. I need to go no further to say nothing else. This is what I'm telling you, what I'm exposing to you and the press and everybody. This is my doom.
Valachi broke the Mafia code, but survived. His testimony offered America the first glimpse inside the Mafia, both the letting of the blood and the reference to the Godfather. Just a few years later, Mario Puzo would publish the greatest gangster novel ever. Valachi also revealed something of the complex command structure the Mafia employed.
They used to have what we called the boss of all bosses.
The boss of all bosses. All right.
And we had the individual bosses of the individual family.
Here is the birthplace of the Mafia in America, the Italian quarter of New York City, Little Italy. Italian immigrants arriving here in the early 1900s faced victimization from already established street gangs. The Mafia offered a way out, protection. As angry young toughs, they kept the native gangs at bay, and in the process became local heroes.
The Mafia started out trying to help Italian immigrants who came here and who were persecuted and by other groups who were here before they were. See, so they had to unite to sort of help themselves. And they needed to protect themselves from the society at large, which was, you know, denying them jobs and opportunities, right?
But protection came at a price. The Mafia demanded tribute from the local community. Apples for the Godfather's children, a nice salami for the Godfather's table, a payment here, a favor there. The local Don rapidly acquired the status of a medieval baron.